Welcome to CBSI's Friday final quarter order cutoff with East meets West. What's going on? I am your guy Joker with my broski.
You boy, Gomez Comic Collector here. Yep, to see what's coming out, what's gonna be hot. A lot of shit going out crazy. You seen that Bitterroot thing, so get your orders quick, especially the number ones through indies. So this is a good way to understand and learn about what's coming out, so you don't miss the boat. Because we missed the boat on some of that came out about a year and a half ago. So I'm ready to get some information going.
I definitely missed out on that and that boat with Bitterroot, but hey, it is what it is, man. And I'm also here with Josh, man, the guy who puts up the list for CBSI. What is going on, Josh?
Yeah, what's going on? I don't know what you're talking about with Bitterroot, but
no, it's getting hot, bro.
It's getting to the movie. They're already almost in production with.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man. So we are here, man. Putting our FOC final order cutoff list, man, and we're just presenting it and talking about some of the books that we're gonna put in our pre-orders too. Hopefully, you do the same thing too. Josh,
you should do the same thing.
Josh, break it down a little bit for the people who don't know what FOC is.
Yep. So FOC final order cutoff it means you have to order your books usually for about 3 weeks out, unless it's multiple printings. Those are usually a little bit shorter sometimes. Mm-hmm. So final orders need to be in wherever you place your comic book orders. DC orders cut off at 11:59 on Sunday nights, and Marvel and Independence on Monday nights at 11:59. That doesn't mean you necessarily have to get it in by that time. Your stores need to get it in by that time. So probably your stores are going to require you to get it in much earlier than that so they can place the orders. I'm sure most stores are not staying up until 11:59 on Sunday or Monday night waiting for people to order. Yeah, make sure you get your orders in. Also, remember that this list is not the entire FOC list. We just kind of pick out some of the highlights and then at the end list off some more titles. But again, titles are added all throughout the week. Even after we do this video, Friday night and Saturday morning, they can still be added to the list. So please make sure that you are constantly checking wherever you're ordering your books from. And make sure you go over and check out comicbookinvest.com, where this list is posted by Ben as soon as this video goes up, with a link to the video as well, and just a list of all the books that are part of the presentation.
You look like the guy's wearing a hat, right? The guy that has CBSI.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I try to put this video out like tomorrow during lunchtime, Friday. So you can get your orders in with your LCSs before the weekend ends. This way, you can book your books. All right, man. So we're gonna start off with some indies, Josh, which I like the indies first. I'm digging that the way you did that, man. All right.
Well, I'm just kind of going in order how it gets kind of put together from different places that I pull it from. It wasn't necessarily on purpose, but yeah, we'll start with Image. The list isn't too big this week either. So starting off with Geiger number 3, a book that you've been reading, Mike. I have not. I started number 1 and put it down. Excuse me, not because I thought it was bad, just because there was so many other things to read that I just kind of never got back to it. I don't know if I may pick this up in a trade one day. There's just too much for me to read right now to focus on another title, I think. So I think I'll probably be staying off this one.
I know we do a lot of new Comic Day reviews.
Sorry.
That's all right. I know we do a lot of new Comic Day reviews, and we've been talking about this book I've been talking about this book from the beginning, and I feel like this is a book that should be on your list to read, Josh, because a story done by Jeff Johns, man. It's my bad. I got it. It's not a bad read at all, man. But yeah, man, like we reviewed it. Well, I made it as my honorable mention in yesterday's new Comic Day reviews. Yeah, man. I've been on this since issue 1, and the covers on this been so freaking dope, man. You see how those second printing and third printing did of issue number 1. Those covers were freaking fire. So I'm on the train. I'm on the Geiger train.
Yeah, I'm on the train too. I think this is going to be something that could be an animated show, just like Invincible later down the road. So it's a great story, great interior art. I did read issue 1. I didn't read issue 2, but they kind of opened it up. Get this in your pool. I'm personally going to probably get all the covers just to be safe. They're all dope. They're all different and dope.
Yeah, man.
Okay, next up, a book that we've reviewed every single one of them so far. On our new comic book day review is Carmen number 4. Carmen number 3, I thought was a very, very good read, a very sad read. Seems like a very personal story that March is telling on this. Obviously, I will be getting this. I think this only goes 5 issues. So it is a nice little self-contained little run here. March doing both the writing and the artwork on this. So doing a very good job. Very, very good job.
Yes. And off the bat, we've been on this since pre-orders. I'm enjoying his covers too on this. I like the 1 in 50. The 1 in 25 is pretty dope, which is basically the A cover, just black and white and a version. So beautiful, man. Beautiful job with the covers, man. Digging it.
All right, next up, another book that we've reviewed both issues. It's been an okay read. I think we can agree on Batman the Detective number 3. This takes place. When does this take place? I think it takes place right before the Joker War because Bruce still has his money, and he goes over to Europe to kind of fight this new kind of a group called the Equilibrium, which is just kind of a bunch of people running around in white Batman costumes. It's been an okay read. Nothing spectacular by any stretch of the means. The artwork's been pretty good. A little different from Andy Kubert, but a good nonetheless. Again, only a 6-issue run. I'll continue with it.
Yeah. Also, man, it's different. It's a different take on Batman. Definitely, this is a detective mode Batman, more like the Detective Comics Batman. So yeah, I'm in this. I'm in it for what is it? The mini series, or limited series, I should say.
All right, this has also been really good. Speaking of Detective Comics, Detective 1037. It's been a very good read. Obviously, more the detective side of Batman than the fighting side of Batman, the crime fighting side of Batman. I think Dan Moore has been doing an excellent job with the A covers. Lee Bermejo starting to expand his arsenal a little bit, doing covers that are a little bit different than what he usually does. A little bit more action sequences with more people than just the up close Batman shots. I'd like to see him switch up his color palette for once, though, instead of doing these same like dingy dark colors. But it is nice to see that he is kind of at least starting to move a little bit into a different area.
I and like you said, Detective Comics has been an amazing read. Listen, I know everybody's been focusing on Batman. Batman is a great read, but Tamaki on Detective has been doing great work on this. That Dan Mora, cover interior. He's been doing amazing artwork too, also with this. And I'm digging the Bermejo. Bermejo, I know he's some people get tired of his same stuff, but some other people enjoy it like I do. His artwork is a piece of work, man. Have you seen Batman Damned, which was a great read, by the way? Also great artwork by Lee Bermejo. So I'm on the detective train too on this one, man. I'm digging it.
And also you've got a first appearance, not in this issue, but you've had, what is this character's name? I forget his name.
Mr. Worth or something like that.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Worth. So a couple issues back was his first appearance. Seems like it could be a pretty good villain going forward. Not some super villain, but just a normal, just a big jack guy.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Future State Gotham number 2. I did read Gotham number 1. So this is interesting. So Red Hood has joined up with the Peacekeepers. From, if you've read the Future State books, the Peacekeepers basically control Gotham now, and they are fighting the Masks, is what they call everybody who's basically a superhero or a supervillain, anyone that wears a mask. So Red Hood has teamed up with the Peacekeepers and is now known as Peacekeeper Red. And he's kind of halfway initiated in, and his full initiation will come once he hunts down the next Batman, which is what's his name? Not Luke Cage. The other one. Not Cage. Tim Fox. Or Jace, as he goes by now. And this is kind of weird because number 1, and this is black and white interior artwork. It's pretty cool. Number 1 did not have an incentive ratio cover. This one does. It's not Federici, but it is sort of the same style like they've been doing for all the DC comics lately, with that black and white kind of the close up on either a villain or a hero. But it is Art Germ. I'm assuming it's because this is future state stuff and not current stuff that they have Art Germ doing this.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I know not a lot of people was agreeing on the future state train or whatever, but certain stories I was interested in and I enjoyed reading when it came to future state. And when you told me about issue number 1, I am gonna give this a read. I'll probably give this a read tomorrow, issue number 1. So I might put this on my list.
And this is also kind of cool because he's working not with Peacekeeper 01, which has been like the focus of the Peacekeepers. This is actually Peacekeeper 03.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. Next up, another book that we've been reviewing since the beginning and has been very, very good. Joker number 4. Obviously, I think we will all be picking this one up. I don't know if I'm really feeling any of these covers, to be honest with you. The Perillo one is pretty dope. I mean, I respect them all, but
I'm digging the A cover. The A cover is pretty dope. It's to me too. Yeah. I'm assuming you see a little bit more. I mean, we always knew the quarter hours. If you haven't been reading, spoiler, quarter hours is part of this too. You see some of that. Hopefully, they play a big factor in these later issues.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I find the C cover. Now that we talk about these covers, they bring in the second story into the cover now. And you've been enjoying these. These were okay reads for me. You're enjoying them more than me. With Punchline. So it's kind of interesting how they put the second story of the Joker book as a cover.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Wonder Woman 773. No reveal of the Middleton cover as of yet. I only put this on here. I know my brother likes to pick up the variant covers. I don't know how this is going for a read. I think Gomez reads this, and then obviously they're continuing on with the DC Pride month. This Ganuccio cover. I don't know. Broski to pronounce that one. Oh man, I don't know where he went, but there's a name on here that I wanted him to pronounce.
He having internet problems. It's all good though. Yeah.
All right. Let's get into Marvel. ASM 68. I don't know if we are over with King's Ransom. Both of us are in the middle of reading Giant Size Spider-Man right now, which ASM goes back and forth between being okay and bad. The last couple of issues have been okay. Hopefully we can end this whole, I've been saying it for months, we can end this whole arc with Boomerang like now, and hopefully this is starting Sinister War. I don't know though. So I haven't finished.
Funny how you say that, and I'm taking this a different. I'm pausing this real quick. I like how the Giant Size ASM started. With all the characters, saying, "Oh, we hate Boomerang, we hate him." Yeah. So I find that interesting, Josh. I haven't finished reading it. I think supposedly, from what I've read, that Giant Size ASM number 1 is going to be the ending of that story arc, supposedly, and start something new before the Sinister War. So, which is heading this summer.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm digging these covers though.
Yeah, I like this cover. I like the B cover.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, Beta Ray Bill number 2, second print, and I put this on here only because I couldn't believe that the first issue got a second print because I hear the story's bad,
and I'm hearing it is okay. I heard it's good.
So number 2 got a second print. So they must be doing something where they're getting second prints. I've got to have a feeling that this has got to be a low print run, a very low print run.
Yeah.
So I might get this. Along with this, I think is a must. Black Widow number 6, second print. A slept on book, also a low print run. One would assume. You have the first appearance of Black Widow's new protege. I forget her name. In this issue. So I still have a feeling even the second print, which even after you have a first appearance happen or something big happen in a low printed run, usually the second print will be much bigger because people want to get it. I still have a feeling that a lot of people will not pick this up.
I mean, I've noticing the interior of I don't know. I have not been reading these books, but it look like they're using interior art or whatever, or not even, because Adam Hughes is not even interior is interior artist. But you see the word bubbles now on the cover. You seen that with the Better Ray he just showed, and then you seen that. I seen a theme here with these later printings. I don't know if they can start doing that.
Well, hey, this is still better than what we will get into later in this list, not too far from here, because when we get to it, I'll mention it because it's a total cop out. Children of the Atom #4. I just put this on here. I have zero interest in this story. We reviewed issue #1. I hated it, but I think people are liking this. I am not one of those people.
I read Children of the Atom #1. I've listened. It was. If you're an X-Men fan, it was a good read. You know, you're definitely gonna like it. A lot of these new characters, young characters, you never know what they're gonna do with them later on. So these are, you know, if you're into, you know, specking into new characters, and if you're an X-Men person, this is your book. You know what I mean? Children of the Atom. You know, so we'll see.
All right, next up. So you've got Heroes Reborn on FOC this week. I think it's issue 6 or 7, but I didn't put that on here. But I did put this one on here because I thought this was kind of interesting. Heroes Reborn Night Gwen #1. So this universe kind of exists where it's like character mashups. So this is supposed to be who is it? It's supposed to be Gwen Stacy, and let me pull the thing real quick.
What? These covers are nice, definitely, man. But I see they're going back to those design variants over there, that 1 in 10, and I don't know. I
think it's Nightbird, but yeah, they got to get away from these 1 in 10s. But for some reason, I don't know why, and I usually am pretty good picking these out. I just have a feeling somewhere down the line, this is going to be an important book, and I don't know why. I really don't want to get this book, but I'm going to get it just simply for that reason. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if you was to get it, which book? I mean, besides the ratio incentive,
I'm going to get them all as long as I can, as long as a store will order 10 of these, because I'm not going to go searching for it. But I'm going to order both, just one of each.
All
right. Next up, Spider-Man Spider Shadow #3. We've reviewed both of these as well. The second issue was very, very good, even though it doesn't really, I think, progress the story very far, but it shows you a totally different take on Spider-Man and what would happen if he had kept the Venom symbiote, and, you know, him just going against what you normally think Peter Parker, Spider-Man would do, and that includes killing people. I am not a fan of either of these covers. I think the 1 in 25 looks exactly like the A cover. I don't know why they would do that. I think these covers are hideous.
Listen, if you want a good read and you're interested to see what happens if Peter Parker had the symbiote still, this is a good read, man. Zdarsky is killing it with this. I hope he closes it out real good, man. I know this is one of those what ifs, because I know before, like I said before, the what ifs are one shots, but they're taking a different approach with these what ifs. Now they're giving a little bit of like a limited series to these 5. I think this one's 5 or 6. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Zdarsky's been killing it, and the interior art, I'm digging it. I'm digging it too. You know, if it's Phil Noto's, I like the issue 1 already went to second printing, so it goes to show. You know,
it's 5 issues.
5 issues. Okay.
All right, next up, Star Wars Bounty Hunters #13, and this is a tie-in with the whole War of the Bounty Hunters arc going on right now. I won't be picking these up. I don't really pick up the main Star Wars line. Do you pick this up, Mike? Yeah, you do. You're usually picking up these Sprouse covers, right?
I'm off and on with these. I don't have this. I'm not subscribed to this, but I'm off and on with these books. I'm digging that C cover though. I like the old school Star Wars logo in the bottom. I'm digging that.
I'm with you on that one. That's a nice looking cover. That Jacopo.
No, oh man, this was the name that I was gonna say. Have Broski pronounced. It's not. It's Jacopo.
Jacopo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So it's not Kazi's.
Or yeah, I would assume it's Jacopo because that's how you say that name usually. I don't know this is how this guy pronounces it though.
We should ask him.
And then this Star Wars Bounty Hunters Alpha #1 second print, which is a total cop out because literally this is the main cover. The variant cover was just a different color scheme, and now we've got a different color scheme on the second print. So
That is a little lazy.
Yeah.
That is a little lazy.
It's lazy, but it'll be $1,000 book later. Who knows?
Man, yeah, and let me introduce my man James, man, King of the Golden State. Welcome, brother.
No,
Welcome.
don't worry about me, man. Hey, welcome to the Thirsty Show. Let's get it on.
All right, next up, Strange Academy number 11. I feel like we've been stuck on 11 for a long time, even though I know that's not true. I fell off this series a long time ago.
This is Broski all the way, man. Broski's been preaching about Strange Academy, Emily Bright, and all that. These characters from day one. He has a nice shout out to him. He has a 9.8. I forgot which one it is.
It's Ramos, Humberto Ramos when he got
signed too by Ramos. Yeah. So yeah, man, this is all Broski's book, man. Strange Academy. If you're into those new characters, man, and some magic stuff, pick it up. You know.
All right, another second printing, Marvel's #1, second print, Alex Ross cover, pretty dope.
Yeah.
I have no idea if this is a good read or not. I think I've heard.
I'm kind of confused with the whole Marvels thing because then there's like different there's like annotated Marvels and Marvels this and but although even if I'm confused by it, I actually for a second print that looks pretty dope to pick up though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does. It's a nice cover.
Another second print, Venom 34. Venom 34 was a complete filler, really, with the exception of the little bit of the end. But you know, obviously a very popular book and last issue before the last issue.
Big one. Yeah. This was a decent read. It was a good read. We got to see a certain character come back. I don't know why it took so long to bring a second printing for this. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It's called money. They just like gives a little extra here.
I have a feeling too that this might be low print run because I have a feeling not many people are going to care about this at all.
You know, the second prints for Venom, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I just think the covers are just ugly. I mean, I know some of them have been repurposed. I get it, but like this one, I'm kind of like, I'm not attracted to this cover. It's not something where it's going to say, I really want to grab this. This cover just doesn't say
Yo, get rid of those damn King and Black logos in the corner.
Yeah, finally.
That too.
All right, next up, Young Avengers Omnibus Volume 1, new printing. I thought this was kind of important to put on here. I have never read the Young Avengers, so I will be picking this up. And it's a cheap omnibus. I think it's only like $75, where they're usually like 100 or 125. So obviously, I think this will be a pretty crucial team going forward in the MCU at some point. So if you don't know anything about the Young Avengers, like I don't, I think you may want to pick this up. Okay, next up, Proctor Valley Road #4, a series I have not been picking up. I hear it's pretty good though.
Yeah, we've been talking about this in Indie Spotlight with Thoro. Yeah, man. This was a good read. Issue 1 was good, man. I think this got optioned too. Options.
Everything gets optioned.
Yeah. But you know, with this right here, you can definitely see this as a series after reading issue #1 or something like that. As a if you like Stranger Things, it gives that type of vibe. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, I'm picking up. I only picked up the first 2 issues. I mean, I could easily find the third, but that fourth Ward 1 and 10 looks pretty dope. Though I think I definitely have to go look for that one.
The Terminator,
just about, or like, is that blood on his head, or is he just missing a chunk of his head? That's the thing.
I think it's blood.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it'd be better if a chunk of his head was missing. I'd be like, that'd be kind of crazy.
No, I think it's a chunk of his head is missing.
Really? Oh,
wow. Yeah. I mean, look at there's no eye.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a crazy cover.
All right. Something is Killing the Children #17 obviously will be overprinted like crazy. Pretty dope A cover. Don't know what the B cover looks like yet. And I want to say I think the B cover might be glow in the dark. I can't remember. I'm not really a fan of this 1 in 25 either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that one. No, Josh, I'm with you on that 1 in 25. It's kind of just off a bit. I mean, there's something about it, but I don't know. I mean, we turn our backs on these things, and it's going to be like, oh my god, this book's going to be like a couple $100 later on down the line,
right?
Yeah. But I mean, no, the what is that Werther Dell'Era cover? That's a really cool cover. I like that. I'm looking. I never heard of guys. I'm gonna sound like Gomez here. Oscar Yaldrin. I can't do it.
Yaldirim.
That guy. Yes. I'm not familiar with that artwork, so I'm looking forward to seeing what cover B looks like. So we'll see.
And this is a glow in the dark cover. I
Okay.
did look it up. So I put this on here, Bunny Mask #1. You should automatically, or I hope, Mike, you should be able to tell who the artist is and what they've done before. Can you tell?
Freak. I know I put this in my pre-orders. I put this like a few weeks ago. I forgot who it was. I don't know.
The artist for Maniac of New York.
Okay, I don't really
I mean,
know.
it looks just like okay. So here's the synopsis on this. So, sealed in a cave before the dawn of man, released by a crazed madman, Bunny Mask walks our world once more. But for what dark purpose does she use her unnatural powers, and what's her connection to B. Foster, a young girl murdered by her father 14 years ago? In order to save his life and his sanity, one man will have to discover the truth of what awaits behind the mask. Sounds kind of interesting.
Sounds dark, bro.
Yeah.
I'm in. I mean, is it Charlie Adler cover? That variant, the 1 in 15?
I think it is. Yeah.
No, this is Aldard.
Aldard. I'm sorry.
Yes, I pre-ordered this a few weeks ago, man. I think somebody posted up on IG, and yeah, this one here seems interesting, man.
And then speaking of Maniac of New York #5, go ahead, Mike. I know this is your book.
I did read this. We did not review it. But this could be an honorable mention. Definitely. I should have said that on the show yesterday. But Maniac of New York issue #5, man. I got this on my pre-orders. The more you get to know about this serial killer that's killing people in New York, in New York subways, you get to know he's a supernatural thing. Something from the blast from the past. That's the way issue 4 ended. I feel like issue 5 is going to be the more origin of how this serial killer came about. That's from what I've read issue #4. That's what this is leading up to. But this is a real take. Shout out to Thoro for putting me on to this, man. Because he does the indie spotlight, and he was talking about this book. Read it. And I gave it a chance, and dude, I've been stuck on this book, man. I'm hooked on it. I'm hooked. Definitely, man. Good read, guys. I recommend this one.
So you like it? Is what you're saying?
Just about, I think. Yeah.
All right, so we got 3 Nottingham books.
Let's talk about this. Yes.
And these are already sold out in most places already.
Wow.
Nottingham #1 4th print. Shane Connery Volk doing all of them. #2 3rd print. #3 2nd print. Obviously, great read so far. We just interviewed
David Hazan.
Thank you. A couple weeks ago on the East Meets West podcast. Great dude. Volk just killing the art on this whole run.
Listen, his art is totally different from what I've seen in comic books, but it fits perfect with the story, man. It's perfect. But yeah, go ahead, man. I'll cut you off.
And go back and watch that interview because sorry. Whoa, I'm way out of balance here. So he tells you or explains to us that both him and Shane were both picked from what was it? They did the the talent search part from Mad Cave Studios.
Yes.
And that's how they won, and they were put on this book together. So both of these guys are, to my knowledge, at least Dave is. I don't know if Shane is, but they're brand new to comics. So for a first time out, it's a match made in heaven for these.
I was
guys.
just about to say it was a match made in heaven, bro.
Yeah,
but man. So if I'm getting this, is this printed 4,000? This is like a 4,000 print right here?
Is it?
I could have sworn I read that on the FOC and previews.
Are they increasing the print run?
Are they increasing it? I don't know.
I mean, because I'm still looking for #2. I can't. It's like it's just like a pain. I'm still thinking, man, where I should wait till a trade paperback comes out. This is going to be like this,
Yeah,
as popular as it is.
Yeah, as popular as it is, man. It's a great read too, man. This is another book. I think this is five book miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
When we had David Hazan on our show, he didn't give us anything, but it seems like it might continue to something else. It might be a spinoff, might be a volume 2 to this. We don't know. Maybe because this shit is this is a very popular and good book, man. This is another book like I recommended Maniac of New York. This is definitely a book you must read, man. If you into the medieval stuff, Robin Hood and detective stuff, man. Like even detective comics, you know, Batman's a detective mode. This right here is definitely one of them things, man. One of the books to pick up. And this fourth printing is pretty freaking dope, man. For issue number 1, I'm digging that black and white one. I'm happy. I got my order, and hopefully I get my book. That's all I gotta say. You know?
Yeah. All right, so that's it. So again, here's just some more things coming out. Only one page this week. Let me draw your attention to this because this popped back on the list again.
White. I can close my eyes and you say that, and I'm like, what is White?
I don't know what is going on with this book and why it keeps getting put back onto FOC here, there, everywhere. Like, I don't know. I am so excited for this book. This book now, to me, better be a home run, because anything less than that, why does this keep getting delayed? Like, it better be that damn freaking good. So anyway, speaking of books that are like, where the heck is Last Ronin number 3?
Right? It's been like 3 months, 2 months, something like that, right?
It's been a minute, yeah.
Wow,
anyway,
that's a good question.
So anything on this list jump out to you guys?
Yes. I see. Shout out. Listen, I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but I've heard news about Birthright. Birthright has been a good read from the beginning. I don't know what it is now.
You read my mind, dude. Yep.
Birthright is I think it's coming to Netflix. Is it? Am I mistaken, James, or something?
I think it was a Netflix talk or something like that. You know, like
yes.
an option. But yeah, that's the one I've been bitching about for a long time. Birthright is an awesome read, and to get issue 50, that is definitely that's the thing to look at right now.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I talked about Good Asian, man. I read the previews on what is it, Noctera 2, I think it was. Glad to look. Good Asian issue number 2 is all out. I gotta read the continuing part of the previews because I picked up my issue number 1 today from Midtown. And you know, other ones, let me see. I think Black Cotton 3 is another good read too.
Yeah,
Black
Cotton. Okay, so Black Cotton actually distributes through Lunar.
Scout. No, Lunar.
Yeah,
okay.
Okay. Well, Scout is the publisher, but like they distribute through Lunar also. So this shows up on Lunar, but not on Previews World. But I have seen Black Cotton there before, so I'm not really sure if Final Order Cutoff is this week for this. Maybe through Lunar it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they don't match up usually.
Definitely when it comes to these indie books, man, you can try to order them throughout because that's how I got my issue number 1 and number 2 of Black Cotton. Go to Scouts Comics and see if you can pre-order your books through them too. That's the same thing I did with Nottingham. You know, got all my issues with them. So yeah, just a heads up if you can do that too.
If there's anything that sticks out to me in this list, I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't even know what the hell it is, but the title is 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's something about I don't know what it's about. I don't know who's putting it out. I just saw that title and I thought, all right, this is probably something we'll be talking about in another like month from now.
And I do see another one that was a hot book. Was it this week? Eve number 1. I see a second printing to that. So look at that. Yeah. So a lot of people was jumping on that Eve train, man. So there you go.
All right. Well, that's it. So that's it for the list this week, everybody. So again, make sure that you get your orders into your stores before Sunday night, 11:59 for DC, and Monday, 11:59 p.m. for Marvel and Independence. And again, make sure you check out comicbookinvest.com for this actual list, as well as a link to this video. We're going to be trying to put these videos up at noon on Friday, so it gives you guys a little bit more time to go and order your books. Again, remember, this is not the entire FOC list, and things get added all the time, you know, on Friday and Saturday as well. So make sure you're constantly checking with your stores or online to see if other books, important books, get added to the list that maybe were not here by the time we recorded this. Also, make sure you check out all the other CBSI shows on YouTube, which there's one that's on just about every day of the week now, I think with the exception of Saturdays and Mondays, I think. But literally every other day but that, there is some sort of CBSI show. And then we will see you guys on Sunday for our East Meets West podcast with Mike Morello and CBSI's cover tunes of the week. And what else? We got anything else happening on that show this week?
Not that we know of yet. Nothing crazy. Just comic book news is about it.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, if you guys got nothing else, I got nothing else. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I need to eat, and I'm not eating pizza rolls. So
Eat a piece of rolls. Eat a piece of rolls, man. My man right there.
Oh,
All right.
fuck you.
Later.
We're out of here.